Yo dudes! Welcome to Double Choc Loaf Cake. This is an epic, fudgy, glorious cake with an even more decadent chocolate mousse on the top. Tastes fab, quick to make, and...
How long does it take to make?
Take about an hour in the oven, so it will take the guts of an hour, but it'll be well worth it.
Okay, cool. I've never made this, I don't know anything about it. It's Stephen's recipe. He said it's so simple, he's going to direct me, and I'm going to rate it out of 10. So I'm representing you guys. Here we go!
Okay, first step, we're going to mix our dry ingredients. Take a large mixing bowl.
I'm making this now.
Yeah,
okay,
take a large mixing bowl.
Yes,
you will
sir.
need a sieve, because we want to make this ultra fine. We have 150 grams of white flour of choice.
So I could use spelt flour, I could use white flour, I could use...
gluten-free if you want. You could use whole wheat if you want to make it a little higher in fibre. But to us, this is a cake and this is decadent.
Okay, sieved, how many grams of flour?
150 grams of flour. Next step, 100 grams of ground almond.
Okay, so thus far we've got 250 grams of dry ingredients. Right.
Okay, next step, sieve out again.
Okay, sieve again.
25 grams of cacao powder.
25.
Again, sieve it please. Next step, our rising agent, we have 2 teaspoons of baking powder. The reason why we're using baking powder rather than baking soda is that baking powder simply requires heat and moisture for rise. It doesn't require an acid, and we want this to be a sweet cake. Yes! Beautiful.
Passionate cake, very passionate cake.
1 teaspoon of salt or a large pinch. So that's our dry ingredients. Just
brilliant.
Get your hand in like a claw and just give it a good mix.
And make it well.
Give it a good mix and let's have it well in the middle. Beautiful. So we have 150 grams of coconut oil. So that is whole coconut oil. In it goes. That's our fat. Next step, we have our liquid sweetener. We're using maple syrup. We have 250 ml. We have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract or essence, whichever you want to use. Generous one. And I have 100 ml of rice milk, or milk of choice. We prefer rice because it's naturally sweet. In it goes. So while we're waiting for that melt, we're going to take our loaf tin. This is a 2-pound loaf tin, and we're going to grease it with some coconut oil. 1-pound loaf tin will work totally fine too. Okay, next step, take our wet ingredients, pour them into the middle of our dry ingredients.
Does it matter which one I pour in first?
No, I'm going to go in with this one first. That's the maple syrup, vanilla extract and rice milk. In goes the coconut oil. And then get your spoon and mixy game.
Great.
The one point to note is this, you're gonna end up with a very wet dough. Do not worry, the reason why we want a wet dough is that this is gonna end up really fudgy. We don't want a dry cake, we want a fudgy, moist, decadent, succulent cake.
I don't know if you were passionate enough there, Steve. Could you dial up the passion there a little bit? Beauty of baking with no egg is that?
We can try the raw batter. And you see the importance of sieving it so there's no lumps, so you end up with a really smooth glass. Oh, it's really decadent.
I think I could just eat that with a spoon.
Yeah, you could eat that with a spoon as is. However, if you do want to bake it and turn this into an epic cake, preheat the oven to 160 degrees. As we've done, we have greased our 2-pound loaf tin. 1 pound will do fine.
Here, I'm making this cake, am I?
Yeah.
Okay, so in it goes.
Pour it in. Oh, something very rich and beautiful about that. You'll have a great time licking the bowl in this.
The batter tastes so good, I reckon that's indicative that the taste will taste fantastic.
Okay, take the cake into our preheated oven, 160 degrees.
For 1 hour,
we're going to bake it for 1 hour. Okay, cake's been in the oven for an hour. It smells pretty epic. I'm going to take it out and just show you the dry knife test. So we're going to take it out. It's pretty hot. Take a knife and insert. You'll see we've already done this.
Ta-da!
So you see there's nothing sticking to it. It's ready to go. That's good. Hey, stop running. Okay, now just cut around the sides just to make sure it doesn't stick. We're gonna take it out gently and land it on a wooden board to leave it cool.
Ooh.
It may crack slightly, that's okay, because this is a dense cake, and as I mentioned, it's very moist. However, we're gonna put the most epic chocolate mousse all over it, so don't worry about it cut like that. Leave it out to cool, it will take about 20 minutes. While that's happening, we're gonna make our chocolate mousse or our frosting. Okay, to make our frosting, we need 200 grams of dark chocolat. We have little pellets. If you don't have pellets, just chop it up finely. Take 150 ml of boiling water. So we'll take our boiling water, we're gonna pour it in on top of our dark chocolate. And now we're gonna mix. Okay, so we've melted that and we've mixed that until it's like a hot chocolate, a thick hot chocolate. Next step, we're taking another mixing bowl and we're gonna put in a handful of ice. So a good handful of ice, wait. We're also gonna put in equal parts ice to water. And now, put it over the top and keep stirring. This part is a bit like magic. We shot a video about how to do this recently and many people didn't believe us, but literally as you're stirring it, What's happening is the fat of the cacao butter is freezing and it's emulsifying with the water due to the soy lecithin that's in the chocolate. It will take about 3 minutes, but you're going to end up with the most moussey, incredible chocolate frosting imaginable. Okay, so when you are mixing it, you may not believe, but you'll end up with a thick chocolate mousse like that. So that's the point to know it is ready. Once your twin isn't playing with it, but once you're able to hold it up like a stiff cream. Next step, take a palette knife and just smear.
Yeah, and really go for it. Go to town on it.
Okay, so we've iced the cake with our chocolate mousse. One point to note about that, if your mousse does go too thick, just add a bit of moisture to it, give it a good stir around and make it more viscous, make it a bit more loose.
Yeah.
Our suggestions in terms of how to pimp this out, already it's double choc, we're gonna make it kind of double choc in a bit. Get a couple of squares of chocolate and just chop them up with a knife. This is to get that nice charred or chopped effect. And again, if you want to go, just give it that extra little bit. Microplane, another couple of slices, just bump. And literally that was about 4 squares of chocolate, just to give it that more indulgent look.
Okay, I'm passing.
Okay, here we are, the moment of truth. Time to chop this double choc loaf cake!
Double choc and a bit.
Yeah, double choc and a bit. Oh, here we go. Oh, we're going. Oh, wow.
Ooh, ooh.
You see how fudgy that is? Fudgy-licious.
Dude, okay, dedicated to you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. This is for you.
Oh my God. It's so decadent and rich and chocolate.
Once again, I'm marking this out of 10. I'm not biased in any sense.
What are you going to give me, Dave?
Oh. 11! Yes! No, I'd say it's a good 9 anyway.
And 1 out of 10.
Okay, it's a 10, right, fine. Okay, you have it. It's official. It got a 10. Yes!
If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. We love what we do. Just click the subscribe button above. Thanks a mil for watching, and share this with any friend that just could do with an El Chiro, because this cake is just filled with chocolate love. Thanks for watching. Cheers.
Mwah.